Let's go. Okay. And then I start to feel sick. And then I get afraid. Okay. Go in. Come on, Stevie. I need to go inside. Yeah. Okay, come on, Steve. Come on.
That's tough, huh?
Yeah, just having anxiety, and it's just hard. It's hard to deal with the symptoms when I'm so afraid of them. My name is Hannah Zadancic. Hear my story. So, I grew up in a small town. We always had dogs, particularly golden retrievers, which is why I have one now as in my adult life. And I grew up being very imaginative, and we did plays sometimes, and we would do sketches and skits, and we were always up to something. And I always loved doing that kind of thing. So I had a really normal childhood, kind of like a perfect childhood, like picturesque. And then 7th grade happened, like turned 12 years old, and here's OCD. I always feared vomiting, but not in the obsessive way. Just a normal phobia. Not normal because it's a phobia, but just standard emetophobia. Like everyone knew, Hannah's afraid of people throwing up, Hannah's afraid of throwing up, whatever. It was never obsessive. It was never OCD. And I was sitting in math class, and I remember thinking, like, I could throw up right now. I'm gonna throw up right now. But then, like, not understanding because my stomach didn't feel sick, and then starting to feel like lightheaded because it was like my first ever anxiety attack. And it was just constant, like, just like, you're gonna throw up. What if you throw up? What if you threw up? And I was like, why am I thinking this? And I told the teacher that I didn't feel good, and a girl walked me down to the office, and that's when it all started. Nothing was wrong with my stomach. I was just obsessively thinking that there was something wrong with my stomach. And I went to a dietitian because they were like, okay, you might have like acid reflux. Who was like, you can eat the noodles, don't eat the red sauce. He was like, you want to stick with bland foods and not like spicy foods. This will upset your stomach and your acid reflux. And my OCD brain was like, all right, I'm gonna trust you forever. But yeah, I started ritualizing and eating bland foods after that, and only eating white bread. I think, oh, that's my mom. My mom's here. So, do you want to be in an interview?
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
Thank you.
What's going on?
Sure.
Okay, so this is my mom, Kathy. She's 35 years old.
You're so funny.
She's been my biggest advocate.
I immediately knew she had OCD. I had heard about it in the past, and I guess somehow I just knew that that's what it was. I don't know if it was mom instinct or just it hit me. And my feeling was, oh no, because I knew it was a big thing. I knew that it wasn't something that in a day was going to go away.
You know, rock bottom for me when I was 15 looked like me in my bedroom at my parents' house, eating crackers, a glass of cold milk every morning, and water, and bread. That was all I thought I was able to eat without throwing up.
At that point, she wasn't attending school. We had put her on homebound at that time.
I remember wanting to go to the residential treatment center so badly, but being afraid of the distance and the drive you know, the agoraphobic aspects that came into play. So I really thought that I didn't think that I was going to make that long drive. I was really afraid. And the day before, I locked myself in the bathroom for a while and contemplated ending my life because I had a kitchen knife with me. I don't know how much I could have done with that, but it was that was definitely my lowest time. And
what we didn't realize also was how the malnutrition had affected her in addition. And I guess, you know, people have made OCD into a joke and, you know, I'm so OCD and everything. And OCD almost killed my daughter. There were she became physically ill because of it. Because her OCD was so severe that she wasn't eating. So, I mean, it actually almost caused her. When we went to admit her at Rogers, the doctor looked at me and said, she's at risk for death. He just came out right out and said it. She's at risk for death. Once she was there, I did feel like she was in the best place. But I worry, I mean, I worry about her all the time. That hasn't changed. It might be, I mean, that fact hasn't changed. It might be in a different way, but I worry about her all the time. I worry about losing her all the time. I know how devastating this disorder is. And she's dealt with it since she was 12, going on 13. And I know how it wears a person down, and I know how depression sets in. It's a chronic illness. So I do worry about it. It's not, yeah. I don't know how to say this. The things that she, and this was like this in 7th and 8th grade, the things that she ended up being able to do, I celebrated way harder than any other parent. I know it. When she went to prom, it was just, the happiness that I had for her was just, you know, every parent is happy to see their kid grow up and go to prom and stuff, but I think I appreciated it so much more because I knew how hard it was for her.
The gold standard treatment is ERP, or exposure response prevention. It saved my life, and I've been back and forth into exposure and response prevention type of therapy. There's been a lot of times where I'm not managing my OCD well, like now I need some extra help, so I'm back doing ERP again, and it has proven to be successful. It's a lot of work, and but it's the only thing that has helped my OCD.